Being one of the few dedicated fans of the Marvel Cinematic Universe is quite challenging nowadays. It's no secret that the brand has been experiencing a decline for some time, with only a couple of modest successes like Guardians of the Galaxy 3. As we approach the end of this rather disappointing year for superhero movies, it seems that this decline is only becoming more rapid. Ant-Man 3 turned out to be a catastrophic failure, resulting in the studio losing hundreds of millions of dollars. Additionally, Secret Invasion, a high-budget Disney show showcasing a once-beloved character in the franchise, was met with overwhelming indifference. These disappointing outcomes bring me to the less-than-impressive anticipated movie of the year, The Marvels. With minimal anticipation, this upcoming MCU movie is poised to bring forth a disastrous year for Disney in 2023. Right from the start, it was clear that this film had limited potential, burdened by a main character who was once promoted as the future of the Avengers. However, Marvel soon realized that this character has the popularity as scorching as a scoop of vanilla ice cream in the middle of winter. It's hard to believe they aren't adored by every living soul on the planet. Truly the epitome of a fan favorite if you define favorite as a unanimous eye-roll-inducing presence. Oh, Captain Marvel, the pinnacle of adoration amongst fans, exudes a charm and charisma that rivals a limp bowl of oatmeal. It's amazing how their popularity skyrockets quicker than a lead balloon, leaving us all in awe of their astounding abilities to drain the enjoyment out of every scene they grace. Truly a feat worthy of an eye roll and a slow clap. Well, it's no wonder this character has been as scarce as a unicorn in the past 4 years. It's like stuffing your face with a dodgy kebab and then clogging up your friend's toilet, except this time it's the audience's patience that's being strained. There's only so long you can hold them off before they demand an explanation for the mess you're causing. And to make matters worse, the desperate attempts to shoehorn this character into other stories with characters that most people couldn't care less about only magnify how utterly pointless, aimless, and lacking in passion the whole endeavor feels. Just when we thought it couldn't get any worse, we were plagued with delays, revisions, reshoots, and rumors of explosive conflicts and tension on set. Bravo, indeed. The test screenings for this movie were nothing short of a disaster. It's mind-boggling how an inexperienced director, who only had one mid-budget film under her belt, was entrusted with such a high-profile project. And to make matters worse, the statements she made were utterly perplexing, claiming that this movie would be a total departure from the rest of the MCU, as if it would be some wild and silly ride. I mean, seriously, what the hell does any of that even mean? I find myself asking the same question about most Marvel projects these days, but at least I'm not the one directing one of these damn things. Although who knows, maybe the film will end up being a massive hit at the box office. After all, the first one raked in over $1 billion, so there's no reason why the sequel couldn't achieve the same level of success. That was a lie, let's be honest. The only reason the first Captain Marvel movie got any traction at all was because it had the privilege of being in between Infinity War and Endgame. I firmly believe that Disney has an uncanny ability to tarnish everything they touch.
Larry, what the hell are you doing?
Larry! Larry, you can't just... Oh.
What do we call this? Death touch? It's truly astonishing to witness how they managed to undermine both Marvel and Star Wars. It's clear to me that the best course of action and the only smart thing for Disney would be to sell off these properties. Combining a character nobody likes with a character that nobody cares about and a character nobody knows is no recipe for success. My expectations are as low as the IQ of everyone who works at Disney, as fans eagerly anticipate the majestic flop of this movie. This delectable disaster of a movie is so overwhelming that fans are already prepping their "I told you so" tweets to celebrate its inevitable box office flop. Can't wait to witness this cinematic masterpiece that had us labeled as the next level of disappointment by the trustworthy rumor mill. The only good thing about this movie was Brie Larson having a moment of awareness. This has to be the most relatable human thing she has done in years. Would be nice if she got that stick out of her ass and changed her ways. She doesn't have to be this cold and off-putting. It's really generous of Marvel to try and make relatable female heroes with no personality or depth at all, an emotionless machine who's said to be a human, or maybe this is just Brie Larson. The fact that we live in an era where 500 millions at the box office is a flop shows there's a major issue in how films are being made these days. All the money being wasted then, at the end result, they give us a 2-hour turd burger. According to Box Office Pro, early box office projections for Marvel's new film are significantly worse than Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania, which itself didn't perform well, making less than $500 million global. The opening weekend of the new film is expected to generate between $50-75 million domestically, which is less than half of what Captain Marvel earned in pre-sales and is 69 behind Guardians of the Galaxy 3. Despite being one of the expensive MCU movies, with a production budget of almost $275 million, it seems unlikely that this film will make $100 million. Perhaps they could snatch $1 or $2 at the press tour, and it's looking increasingly likely that the actors strike a drag on until the end of the year. I don't know, it might bring in some additional money, but it seems doubtful that it will make a significant impact in this case. Anyway, I think I said everything that needs to be said. I worked my 2 brain cells to write this, and I don't think you want to hear me talk again, so bye. For now.